In this video, we are going to learn how to solve these JAMB Physics repeated questions under scalars and vectors. We are going to practice with 22 repeated questions for this topic. So let's get started. The first one I have here says, which of the following quantities listed above are vectors? So we have electrical potential, we have torque, we have kinetic energy, we have momentum. So from the list we have here, torque and momentum are vector quantities. So the correct option will be option D, which is II and IV. That's it for this question. The next repeated question will be this one. It says, which of the following consists entirely of vector quantities? So we have velocity, magnetic flux density, and reaction. We have option B, work, pressure, and moment. We have displacement, impulse, and power. Power is not a vector quantity. We have tension, magnetic flux, and mass is not a vector quantity. So the correct option here is option A, which is velocity, magnetic flux density, and reaction. So that's the right option to this question. The next repeated question here will be this question. It says the pair of physical quantities consisting of vectors only are, we have acceleration and speed, no. Momentum and power, no. Velocity and distance, no. We have displacement and torque, yes. So option D is the right option for this question. The next repeated question will be this one. It says, if the angle between two vectors P and Q is 0 degrees, the vectors are said to be intersect at angle 45 degrees, intersect at angle 60 degrees, be perpendicular, be parallel. So the correct option is option D, which is they will be parallel. The next repeated question will be this question. It says, a boy travels 12 kilometers eastward to a point B and then 5 kilometers southwards to another point C. Calculate the difference between the magnitude of the displacement of the boy and the distance traveled by him. Alright, so for this particular question, we're going to use resultant formula to solve it. So let's represent this, the movement of the boy here now. So initially the boy travels 12 kilometers eastward. So let's say the boy is moving eastward 12 kilometers, alright, and then 5 kilometers southward. So east, west, north, and south. So this will be southwards. So this will be 5 kilometers. So from here, we're going to have this angle in between. Okay, so basically, we ask calculate the difference between the magnitude of the displacement. So from this point to this point will be the magnitude of displacement. So let's get the value of x. So we are going to apply Pythagoras rule. So this will give us x, the hypotenuse side, x squared equals 12 squared plus 5 squared. So we have x squared equals 144 plus 5 squared will give you 25. So we're going to have x squared equals, so let's punch this on the calculator. So when you do 144 plus 25, so you have 169. You're going to have 169. So to make x ray formula, you square root both sides. So square root of 169 will give you 13 kilometers. So we have gotten the magnitude of displacement. But remember, the question says calculate the difference between the magnitude of displacement of the boy and the distance traveled by him. So the difference now will not be, let's get the total distance. The total distance will be this 12 kilometers plus 5 kilometers. That will give you 17 kilometers. So it will be 17 kilometers minus this magnitude of displacement, which is 13 kilometers. So when you do the maths, you are going to get 4 kilometers. So the correct option in this question is option A, which is 4 kilometers. Alright, so that's it for this question. Let's wipe this now and look at the next question. Okay, so The next repeated question will be this question. It says, if in the above figure, P, Q, and R are vectors, which of the following options gives a correct relationship between the vectors? So from the options we have here, the correct option here will be option B, which is P equals Q plus R. Alright, so take note of this particular question. This is the right option. The next repeated question will be this question. It says, the position of an object is defined as its location in space relative to a measuring device, coordinate system, frame of reference, reference point. So the correct option is frame of reference. Alright, so that's it for this question. Next one will be this one. It says the pair of physical quantities that are scalar only are, we have length and displacement, no. We have volume and area, impulse and time, no. Moment and momentum, no. The correct option is option B, which is volume and area. They are both scalar quantities. Alright, next repeated question will be this question. It says, which of the following is not a scalar quantity? We have density, mass, speed, weight. So the correct option is option D, which is weight. Weight is a vector quantity. The next repeated question will be this question. It says, in a school compound, a girl walks 40 meters due east from the laboratory to the staff room to submit her reports. Then she turns and walks 30 meters due north to her classroom. Determine the magnitude of her displacement from the laboratory. So we're going to apply resultant force formula to get it. Initially, the girl walked, so let's present it, 40 meters due east, and then she walked 30 meters due north. So this is due north, 30 meters. So we are going to have this displacement. We are looking for the value here, x, the magnitude of our displacement. So when you apply Pythagoras rule, you're going to have x squared equals 40 squared plus 30 squared. So you're going to have x squared equals, so 40 squared, you're going to have 1600 plus 30 squared, you're going to have 900. Alright, so at this juncture, let's punch this on the calculator. We're going to have 1600 plus 900. So we have 2500. Alright, so let's write this down. You have x squared equals 2500. You square root both sides. So square root of 2500 will give you 50. So it will be 50 meters. That will be the magnitude of our displacement from the laboratory. So correct option to this question is what? Option D, 50 meters. That's it for this question. Let's wipe this now, solve the next repeated question. Okay, so next repeated question will be this one. It says, in a school compound, a girl walks 40 meters due east from the laboratory to the staff room to submit her report. I think we have solved this question. We got 50 meters. That is option B. They repeated this again. So let's look at the next question, which is this one. It says the components of vector x along the direction of vector y is 0 when x and y are in opposite directions to each other. No, x is perpendicular to y. Yes, this is correct. X is at an angle of 45 degrees to y. No, x and y are parallel to each other. No, so correct option in this question is option B. X is perpendicular to y. Alright, so that's it for this question. Let's go to the next repeated question, which is this one. So that before you attend this question, if you are new to our channel, ensure that you subscribe to this channel for more of our videos. Really appreciate this. So this question says, which of the quantities listed above are vectors? We have, I think we have also answered this question. The correct option here would be, we have time is correct, momentum is correct, so that would be II and IB. Next repeated question will be this one. It says, which of the following consists entirely vector quantities? We have velocity, magnetic flux, and reaction. I think we have also answered this question. The correct option here is option A, velocity, magnetic flux, and reaction. So be taking notes of these questions. They are repeating twice. Alright, next one will be this question. It says a boat travels due east at a speed of 40 meters per second across a river flowing due south at 30 meters per second. What is the resultant speed of the boat? We are still going to get 50 meters per second. All right. When you apply resultant force, when you apply the Pythagoras rule to it. But let me just show you. So initially, the boat travels due east. That's due east 40 meters per second. Then due south. So this is due south. 30 meters. Let me write this way. Okay. 30 meters per second. So basically, we are looking for the resultant. What's the resultant speed of the boat? So the magnitude displacement. That's what they are looking for. So how will be this? When you apply Pythagoras to r square equals 40 square plus 30 square, we're going to have r square equals 1600 plus 900. So this will give you r square equals 2500 when you square root both sides. So your r will be 50 meters per second. That's it for this question. Let's wipe this now. Look at the next repeated question. So the next repeated question will be this one. It says, which of the following pairs of physical quantities comprises vectors? We have friction and momentum, we have energy and power, capacitance and inductance, force ratio, and velocity ratio. So the correct option in this question is option A, which is friction and momentum. Alright, the next repeated question will be this question. It says, which of the following is not a vector quantity? We have altitude, acceleration, weight, displacement. Correct option is A, which is altitude. The next repeated question will be this one. It says, a quantity which requires magnitude and direction to be specified is, we have mass, no, temperature, no, displacement, yes, distance, no. So the correct option here is option C, which is displacement. The next repeated question will be this one. It says, which of the following statements are true about distance and displacement? Distance is a scalar quantity while displacement is a vector quantity. That's right. They are both vector quantities. That's wrong. Distance has only magnitude while displacement has both magnitude and direction. That's correct. So I and I are correct options. So from that, the right option here will be option D, which is I and I only. Okay. The next repeated question will be this one. It says the resultant of two forces acting on an object is maximum if the angle between them is. So this is obvious question. It will be 0 degrees. The last question before we call it a class will be this one. Whereas the diagram above shows two vectors at right angles to each other, the value of the resultant vector is. So we are going to apply, basically we are looking for the value here, the resultant vector. So apply Pythagoras rule. Now r square equals 6 square plus 8 square. We have r square equals 36 plus 64. R square equals 100. So you square root both sides. So r will be what? 10 Newton. The correct option is option 1, option D. So this basically can deal with problems involving scalars and vectors for JAMB Physics. We practice with 22 repeated questions for this topic. Hope there's something interesting from the video. Let's call it a class here. If you are new to our channel once more, ensure that you are subscribed to this channel for more of our videos. Also like, share and comment on this video. Tell me how you feel for what you learned from this video. If you seem to have any specific question to ask regarding what I've talked about in this video, feel free to leave your question in the comment section below and I'll ensure to give you a response. Also ensure that you're part of our channel membership by clicking on the join button where you'll be receiving special information that will help to simplify academic work. Alright, so having known that, click on the screen above and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.